Welcome back to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and wow. I'm going to tell you why I'm wowing. It's because of what just happened in this meeting. What Nintendo announced just confirmed an incredible feature coming to the next gen console, and they're doing it right away. This is insane. This is crazy. Guys, I'm going to tell you what this really means for the future of Nintendo and how a lot of you will be extremely excited for this move Nintendo just made. I'm telling you, it's one of the most incredible moves that I've seen for a company do that confirms a certain feature that we want, that we love, that will give peace of mind to those who own the Switch right now. Let me not say much. Let me get into the news. Let's get started. It's crazy. Before I get too deep into this video, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, and that is E-Wing Racing. Now, I can tell you about E-Wing Racing and how this company produces the best, in my opinion, the best gaming chairs. I can sit here and tell you about the E-Wing Stain Resistant 2.0 PU leather, and I can sit here and tell you about the E-Wing Cold Cure foam, which is a prime interior and high intensity foam. But I want to tell you about my personal experience as somebody who literally sits on a chair for hours. My day job is sitting on a chair for hours because I work from home. And I cannot tell you enough how this chair has really changed my working life for the better. I have never sat on a more comfortable chair in my life. My back does not hurt. My legs no longer fall asleep from constantly just sitting on a chair. This is a chair that I highly recommend because of my personal use, not just because they sponsor this video. Now, if you want to take a look at their chairs, amazing chairs, you can visit the link in the description. And guess what? They have a sale going on, due to the season. But on top of that, if you use code Odyssey, you get an extra 20% off your entire order on the E-Wing website down below in the description. And thank you, E-Wing Racing, for sponsoring this video, and not only this video, for sponsoring our channel. All right, off the back, Nintendo just had their meeting, right? Their sales meeting, second quarter, third quarter, I don't care. They just had a meeting, right, where they just discussed the sales for the Nintendo Switch, sales for games and sales for a whole bunch of things. Plus, they made that huge announcement. But let's start over with the top 10 best-selling games of all time on the Nintendo Switch, okay? So let's go ahead and go over this list right away. Okay, number one, of course, it's not a surprise, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is number one at 48 million. Woo! Then Animal Crossing New Horizons, guys, there are 40 million of you out there playing this game. Then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, yes, this is gonna be 29 million. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at 27 million. Pokemon Sword and Shield at 25 million. Yes, that was the best Pokemon game on the Switch. Super Mario Odyssey at 24 million. Super Mario Party at 18 million. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl at 14 million. We got Ring Fit Adventure at 14 million. And again, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eve at 14 million. Pokemon fans should be happy. They made 3 of the top 10 most selling games on the Nintendo Switch. Is your favorite game up there? That is the top 10 for the most selling games on the Nintendo Switch of all time. Let's move on to the next news because we have 4 today. So Nintendo has now shifted over 114 million systems since 2017. Nintendo has released the company quarterly fiscal results and has announced that the Nintendo Switch family of systems have sold 114 million units worldwide since the system launched in 2017. The data provided is up until September 30th, 2022. I'm sorry guys, but 114 million seems like a solid number to me to just basically stop there and then give us the next console. 114 million is a pretty big number, and it looks like a really solid number. But we still have the holidays and they have their sales going on. Let's see how much they sell from here to then, but that number seems pretty solid and dead on and ready for something new. So let's go ahead and go over to the next news, which has to do with also sales and Nintendo downgrades. They downgrade Switch forecast to 19 million units for the full fiscal year. Now, this is extremely important, guys, because Nintendo is actually visualizing, they are actually accepting where they are in the Nintendo Switch lifespan. They are now accepting it because they have to make changes to what they predicted in order to just plan ahead. Now they know they're not expecting the Switch to sell anymore at the 20 million mark or even up that. So let's go ahead and read a little bit here. Nintendo has announced that it has downgraded the Switch forecast for the full fiscal year, which ends in March of 2023. The Kyoto-based company says that the expected sale is 19 million, which is still pretty crazy, right? I mean, 19 million units is insane. They previously stated that it were to be 21 million due to in part to the ongoing global semiconductor shortage. Yeah, if you're gonna still 21 million with the shortage going on, that's still crazy. But 19 million, they had to downgrade just a little bit because guess what? The Switch is not selling as much as it was before. Did you know that we still have the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Switch OLED in stock in a whole bunch of places? It is not selling as Nintendo intended. We'll see over the holiday season to see if this will be good, but I doubt it since now they have a deal going on for $2.99 that includes Mario Kart. And if you put two and two together, which one would you rather get? The deal with Mario Kart for $2.99 and 3 months of Nintendo Online, or would you get the upped in price Switch OLED Pokemon editions for $269, I think it is, or $369 actually? You know, it's just the writing is on a wall. We're almost ready for that. And that brings me to one of the most incredible pieces of news that I will utter on this channel, because this confirms something that I've had in my gut and in my heart for a long time, and I'm happy to kind of bring it to you guys. Actually, finally, okay? This move that Nintendo just made might have just told us what their plans are for the next gen console. I am not telling you what their plans are, but this move that they made might have just given us a hint and of what they're thinking and what their plans are for the next gen console. All right, Nintendo, okay? Nintendo has just formed Nintendo Systems by merging with DNA. Yes, DNA is the company that Nintendo is working with that is responsible for the Nintendo accounts that we hold today. Yes, the Nintendo accounts where they actually merge your Nintendo account with your system, where you can just log in, get access to your games and download them right there. They just formed a new section called Nintendo Systems. Okay, first thing, that itself screams next generation. Nintendo Systems is brand new, okay? And guess when it's starting? Guess when this is starting? April of 2023. Isn't that a great time for a next gen release date? April of 2023, which is just a month before the Zelda game coming out. Let's go ahead and read a little bit, and then you'll understand why I'm so excited about this. Nintendo has informed investors that they have partnered with DNA, okay, it's spelled Dena, like Dina or Dena, but it's actually DNA, to form a new subsidiary, sorry about that, in April of 2023 called Nintendo Systems. The primary aim of this new venture will be based in Tokyo, Japan, is to focus on research and development to further improve Nintendo's digital business as well as the creation of value-added services. DNA has created the following iOS and Android games with Nintendo: Miimoto, Super Mario Run, Fire Emblem Heroes, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, Mario Kart Tour, and Pokemon Masters. The company also helped with the creation, listen to this, with the creation of the all-encompassing Nintendo accounts, which ties together users' purchases and games. Woo! What does that mean, guys? What does that mean for you? The company that created Nintendo account that ties together user purchases with games is now part of Nintendo Systems, okay? Now, let me tell you what this actually means for you. This means that you will be able to log in to whatever next-gen console Nintendo releases with your Nintendo account. Okay, put your Nintendo account, your username and your password, head over to the download section and download all of the games that you have purchased. Let me read this last line of this company that Nintendo just made, this new sub company Nintendo just made with DNA. Okay, this last line. The company also helped with the creation of the all-encompassing Nintendo accounts, which ties together user purchases and games. Okay, so they just made an area called Nintendo Systems. Not only that, but Nintendo Systems, which is the merging of Nintendo and DNA, also secures Nintendo Online memberships, also Nintendo Online consoles, right? There's so much that is into this crazy thing that was happening when Nintendo and DNA formed this Nintendo Systems thing. That means that Nintendo Systems is gonna be online, you know. So your account will be online and it'll move with you no matter where you go. Okay, now the fact that they also were involved in creating all these apps, I mean these iOS and Android apps like Super Mario Run, Fire Emblem, Animal Crossing, Pocket Camp, Mario Kart Tour, Pokemon Masters games, that means that Nintendo is also very interested in the mobile section. Okay, and who knows, maybe Nintendo in the future will actually merge all this Nintendo accounts and games and whatever. You'll be able to manage your games and everything using the Nintendo app. Then maybe there's an upgrade coming to where you can actually see all of your purchases on the Nintendo app, maybe have access to cloud games or something of that sort. But I'm telling you, this move by Nintendo is one of the biggest moves, one of the greatest moves, one of the most pro user moves that Nintendo has ever made. And it excites me because backwards compatibility is a thing with this, okay? Backwards compatibility is all over this news. DNA is the one responsible for having these accounts that tie together your purchased games to your account. Plus, Nintendo Online is going to get better. Plus, maybe we're going to get a brand new iOS game or maybe more games on iOS. But the merging of Nintendo and DNA to create Nintendo Systems, or not even merging, more like the partnership to create this new section of Nintendo called Nintendo Systems is just amazing. And I am super excited, guys. Let me know what this means for you down below in the comments. The fact that Nintendo has gone this far to secure your Nintendo accounts, okay? Merging with DNA to create Nintendo Systems, and also giving the ability, like for this department was in charge of actually, securing your Nintendo accounts, making sure that your games are attached to your account. I want to know what you guys think. I'm just excited about this. This is crazy news. It's the biggest news for me, okay? For me personally, my Odyssey is the biggest news out of everything that has been said in this meeting. So let me know what you guys think below. Let's continue this conversation down below. All right, that is it for this video. But before I leave, don't go anywhere because I need to tell you two more things. Number one, never give up. And number two, journey on. Peace.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now.